little shits called Jorge Masvidal that still won't go away. We'll talk about that. Fights this weekend. Lewis, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of a crazy week. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. I don't know what it is. Like, we did do the show on time last week. I guess because we're technically doing this a day late. It feels like it's been a while, but a lot has happened. You were out in Vegas this past weekend. You went on Twitter. You went on a little bit of a tirade against some people. Jorge Masvidal, by the way, I got to say, I don't know what it is. I think he actually, in like middle school when you like a girl and you keep on like pushing her and keep on like pulling her hair, I think Jorge Masvidal wants to be your boy, and he doesn't know how to come out and just say, I want to be friends with you.
It's so ridiculous because if you remember, it wasn't that long ago. He posted out our private Instagram messages where he messaged me some abuse. I messaged him one back. He carried on, and I just said, look, listen, I'm done with this. And, and then to make a big story out of it, he then posted them live and this and that. And now here he is again. I mean, I don't even think about this guy, but he's here. He's talking shit. Apparently he was on Ariel's show, the MMA Hour, on Monday, saying some stuff. I believe you have the clip. I haven't heard this, so please go ahead, roll the clip.
This is him on Ariel Helwani's show, the MMA Hour.
And Bisping to actually, exchanging hands when you saw each other at the hotel that fight week at MSG?
That one, he had a lot of people with him, and actually, there's another reason why I don't respect him. I was literally pushing my son in the stroller when he came up and started doing all this stupid antics of his, So we were close in a way, but there were so many people that it probably wasn't going to happen. We were much closer probably in China. If it wasn't for Reed Harris literally putting himself in Bisping, I would have made sure to get a good one in and straighten out that crooked eye of his.
So, and did it ever get close? Like where you thought that someone was going to punch someone?
Well, I don't know I don't think he was going to do it to me because he knows what'll happen, but I was pretty close to breaking his face.
I think we've heard enough. I get the gist. He's a fucking idiot. So I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, first of all, at Madison Square Garden when I fought GSP UFC 217 last year, we didn't nearly come to blows. He was talking shit. I was walking through the lobby and, I talked a bit of shit back. That was it. No intentions of getting into a fight with a little scumbag like that. I'm not going to lower myself. I mean, I've got a huge fight against George St. Pierre. Why am I going to start rolling around in a hotel lobby 2 days before that fight with somebody that honestly isn't on my radar? I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him. But still, he talks a lot of shit, and it was negative press, which I didn't appreciate. And then he's talking about an incident which occurred in Shanghai. Incidentally, he's changed his story once again of what happened in Shanghai, because last time it was different. He said recently in the press that I was with my wife and kids and I was trying to start a fight. So now he says that he had his kid in the stroller, which is totally different from what he said before. Here's what happened in Shanghai. He's always there. He's always talking shit. He's a little asshole, whatever. As I'm walking through the lobby, I see him, and I just give him the middle finger. I walk past, I go, fuck you, just as I'm walking by. I just lost a fight. I was in the best mood. And that's all it was. I wasn't trying to get at anybody. I don't go around trying to attack people in hotel lobbies.
It's not really unfounded either, because at that point you had been beefing with him for a while publicly. There'd been a lot of shit talking.
Exactly. I just walked by and I went, fuck you, as I went past him. That was it. And then he tried to get at me and, caused a big scene again. When someone tries to get at somebody and people have to hold them back, and it's just ridiculous. So here he is again talking about it. And this is what I tweeted the other day. I said, for what was a very insignificant occurrence to me, seems to be the biggest thing that ever happened to him, because he can't get over it, which is ridiculous. You know where Jorge Masvidal resonates with me? About the same level. The other day I was biting my fingernails. You ever bite your fingernail and when you rip it off, you take a bit of skin with you?
Yeah.
And it hurt. It's annoying. It stings, but it's not really there. It's only now and again. He's about that level. That's about how much you resonate on my radar, Jorge Masvidal. The torn bit of skin on my fingernail, it's an annoyance. It's always
sucks.
there, but in a couple of days it'll be gone. And that's what you're like. You are an annoyance. You're always there, and in a couple of days you'll be gone.
It sucks, but it's not going to change the course of your day. You're not going to be like, well, you know what? I tore the skin on my fingernail, so I'm not going to go rock climbing now
Yeah.
Because, like, no, you're still
Well,
going
no,
to.
you'd still go rock climbing
Exactly.
with the torn with a little bit of skin. You're still going to do whatever you want to do, and it might just bother you a little bit. In fact, I think I'm giving him too much credit because I'll be honest, this fucking finger's been pissing me right off. Whereas Jorge Masvidal, I find it kind of pathetic. I really do. It's like, get a life, get a grip. I honestly don't even want to give him this much time.
Yeah.
But he's going
I feel
out
like
there
you haven't given anywhere near this much time to the skin on your fingernail.
No, of course. But, Ariel has a big show. A lot of people watch the MMA hours. So I kind of feel that I have to put my side out there. Anyway, Jorge, forget I exist. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'll do the same. I'm not lowering myself to your level. And that's about that.
Because you made this point, which is kind of interesting, which, it's not just about Jorge Masvidal. It's about just anybody. If you want to fight somebody, like dudes, like if a dude really wants to fight another dude, there's nobody that's going to hold you back.
No.
I don't know how big Reed Harris is, but I did look him up, and I see that I think he has a jiu-jitsu black belt. So, yeah, I mean, he's probably a pretty fucking tough dude.
No. Reed Harris is a good guy. He actually founded the WEC, and the UFC bought them off him, and bought the WEC from Reed Harris. Now he works for the UFC. Does jiu-jitsu, this and that. He's very capable of holding someone back. If you want to attack somebody, you just... If you want to attack them, then I guess you fucking attack them. You don't walk at them going swearing and calling names. You know what I mean? He's just trying to act up. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. I'm not interested in any kind of beef. I sound like a goddamn rapper, but I'm just not interested in that. Jorge, go do your thing. I don't know who you are. I wish you the best. Just stay out of my life. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. I'm not
what's
interested.
the end game? I don't really understand because you guys aren't going to fight each other. So at what point you go like, okay, you guys don't like each other, but there's people I don't like, but I don't go around threatening them constantly and just keep on talking about how much I hate them. At one point you got to move on. There's no path to you guys fighting except in a parking lot somewhere, which I don't believe you're both fathers.
It's ridiculous.
No,
listen, I'm 39 years old with 3 kids. You think I'm interested in trying to fight with somebody that, honestly, I don't even know? Do I care for him? No, I don't. Do I respect him? Obviously not. He handles himself like a piece of shit. But, I'm not interested in trying to fight Jorge Masvidal, whether it be in the UFC, in a parking lot, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. Just move on with your life. Focus on your UFC career, your dwindling UFC career. I do believe he's lost fights at lightweight, for crying out loud. Now, okay, I used to fight at light heavyweight. I'm a middleweight. I certainly don't go looking for fights with lightweights. So get a grip, Jorge Masvidal. And another blast from the past was at the weekend. Luke Rockhold. He was at his old antics again, saying sign the contract. Just say no to the drugs, he said, which is ridiculous. But say yes to the contract. Once again, Luke, there is no contract. There is no offer. I love how you put it out there, like the UFC are handing me offers, contracts, and I'm just choosing not to sign them. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. You say no to drugs. How funny it would be if you were smoking a joint made out of the contract, you didn't even realize it. You're like, hey, what contract, man?
Yeah, listen, Luke, I think he's fighting Alexander Gustafsson. That's what I'm hearing. So if I was him, I'd just focus on Alexander Gustafsson because obviously I knocked him out. Then he beat David Branch. Then he got knocked out again off Yoel Romero. And I'm telling you, the writing on the wall is for another knockout here. I believe Luke will get knocked out cold against Alexander Gustafsson. Gustafsson in his last fight against, who was it, Teixeira? I think it was Teixeira. He looked incredible. His hands looked like lightning, and he's a bigger guy. Now, for Rockhold going up to 205, much like me, it might help Luke Rockhold. If I was to fight again, I've said it'll be at light heavyweight. I feel like it killed me getting down to 185 all these years. I'm at 225 right now. Getting down to 185 is a serious pain in the ass, and I have to run so much and diet so much that I lose a lot of muscle mass. And then with that, you lose strength, and and you kind of get weak. Maybe your chin suffers a little bit. Who knows? But
did Luke Rockhold
he's got to be careful, man.
Did he ever fight at light heavyweight? Why do I feel like he did?
I don't know. He probably did. He's a big guy. He's a big 185. I often thought, how the hell does he make 185? Because he, he's what, 6'3", 6'4", something like that. And he's a big guy. Yeah, he's very, very lean, but still, he's pretty.
I know why.
Pretty,
he does it easily because he can conceive.
I say he looks at things, and if you believe it and you see it and you can feel it and you believe and you achieve.
You can achieve anything if you just believe and conceive.
Shut the fuck up. Conceive, believe, achieve.
That is a great.